Bro then proceeds to spit on the desk and says,
"Don't fuck with me. I am not a good person."
In a deep ass voice, boy. So boom, 5th grade. Life was simple. Lunchables were gourmet, mobile games were in style, and the loud house was dropping consistent bangers. And the biggest drama in my life was whether or not I was the fastest in my class.
And you were chopped.
Okay. Okay. One day, I noticed my classmate, let's call him Jake. Jake is usually one of the more quiet kids in class. He doesn't really do much, but you know, he's included in whatever group work we do or any social gathering, you know. Now, on this particular day, Jake was acting really different. Like 1 minute, he's just chilling. The next, he's muttering some nonsense under his breath, staring into the wall, like he's waiting for the void to answer back. You know, so it's kind of grueling to look at. Now, I've seen enough scary movies to know where this is going. My dude was either A, summoning a demon, B, already possessed, and me, I was not about to be the first one taken in this horror movie. You feel me? Like I'm getting out of there if needs be, bro. Yo, Jake, you good? Now, our teacher, Miss Williams, was one of the most devoted Christians I'd ever met up to this point. Like, she took Monday morning devotion way too seriously, bro. Yes, we sung carols and prayed every day before school started in Jamaica. That's how it is in Jamaica. And one time she even called us a room of 10 to 11-year-olds vipers because we weren't trying to hear about the gospel in between of math class at 9 a.m. Let that sink in. So when I started seeing Jake acting low-key cursed, I knew one thing and one thing only. I needed to protect myself. And as he went on to stare into the void, the people who sat close to him gradually started to, you know, distance themselves. Presumably because this happened before. More on that later. Now, me seeing this was scared out of my mind, but even as a naive 11-year-old, I still wasn't convinced that bro was a new vessel of Sukana on some shit, you feel me? Until bro stood up, looked at everyone, and started smiling in the most demonic way possible. Bro's eyes were different too. Not like I stayed up all night playing Minecraft. Different. No. These eyes were void of joy, void of hope. These were the eyes of someone who had seen things. At this point, I was ready to evacuate. Call the priest, call Ghostbusters, call somebody. Because I was not about to be the first kid to get dragged under a desk and into the shadow realm. He was no longer just a snot-nosed 11-year-old. He was now something out of another world, bro. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This should creep me out. Even for a guy who grew up in a stereotypical black church with all that screaming excitement, this shook me. Bro then proceeded to sit on the floor, untucked his pants because we had to wear a uniform. He untucked his pants and sat there like a madman, just laughing manically. And while this is all happening, I was thinking to myself, maybe I should go find Miss Williams, because if anybody can deal with this shit, it's her. Because I did not want whatever was inside this man, pause, to go inside me. Pause. Pause. Bro then proceeds to spit on the desk and says,
"Don't fuck with me. I am not a good person."
In a deep ass voice, bro. Looking back at this shit now, bro, that was probably one of the corniest things I could have ever heard. But at the time, bro, it was traumatizing though. Understandably, I was now shitting bricks. And so a group of us were gathering near the door of the classroom because he was about to skedaddle at any minute now. And this is when I coined the idea publicly to my peers that, we should probably alert Miss Williams to come back here and to deal with this spawn of Satan. Like 5 minutes go by, she comes up the stairs, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. But all that ended up happening was that she took him by the arm and like swiftly escorted him out to God knows where. You know, we didn't see him for the rest of the day. But best believe every day after that, dude was exiled from the fifth grade community, bro. Nigga got treated like Will from Stranger Things till we graduated sixth grade.
Honestly, just wild, bro.
Now I have a bonus story time for y'all. In my process to remember what happened in the story time, because it was like years ago, I was, texting my old classmates that were actually there. And in doing so, I found out that this didn't just happen now. It happened also when he was in third grade. But I wasn't at the school at that time because I transferred to that school in fourth grade. So this is my first time ever hearing this too. So I'm just gonna roll it, and then you guys can like hear what happened in fourth grade, in third grade.
He was possessed, so it was like after school or something, and there was like 3 to 5 people in the class, including me and the teacher, and he was like at the back of the class, right? And he started saying, like, he's usually quiet, so like nobody not really pay mind much, but then he started to like say like mean stuff, like he was just spewing random mean stuff at people, but it's like, again, nobody not really paying no mind, so like some people laugh, some people just ignore him, and I'm just there. And then he started, like, his voice changed and it got like completely deep, like it went from I don't know, it was just like growling in a sense, like his voice started to growl, and you could literally tell that he was possessed because he, I don't know, but like his eyes, it's like his eyes lost his soul in a sense. So he was there growling and saying random things, but it's like he can't make out what he's saying because of how deep his voice became, and at the fact that it's like, oh, I don't know, I can't do that. But anyways, some of the kids went out. I stayed because I was just trying to see what's happening. But some of the kids came out, and like the teacher, she went to get other teachers for help, and they were surrounded him in a sense, trying to hold him. Well, he took up this broom and he was like pointing it at each of them, and then he threw it, and then he took up the bench. But remember that the bench is like, one of those picnic benches. So yeah, he literally took up one of those. I don't think that was his personal strength. I think that was the strength that he got from being possessed. But he literally took up one of those and flipped it over. After that, I don't really remember much. I think they told me to leave for my own safety or something. Or I either stayed till he calmed down, or it's either they escorted him out the room. But I really don't remember anything after that.
And yeah, needless to say, things weren't really ever the same for him after all these experiences. People always looked at him kind of weird, stuff like that afterward. The moral of the story is, though, Brent Faiyaz is the best artist to ever touch a mic.
I'ma take it slow.